Welcome everybody to the Lions Den. We got Coach Taylor here. Talk about our win last week against Miles. They were undefeated and we put a beat down on them. Got a couple highlights we're going to talk about. There's a bunch of them this week. A lot of touchdowns being scored, Coach Taylor. We can go ahead and see the highlights and talk about these. A lot of passing.
Flex rate. What's helped us this year is, teams are loading the box up on us because we're trying to run the ball quite a bit more, and that's allowing us to get some of these throws off, getting man coverage, singled up on some really good athletes. Here's a good throw to Matthew Daniels. He had 150 yards receiving against Miles. But they load us up and they single up on our receivers and gives us a better chance of making some of these plays. Touchdown throw to Max right here. Max was just short of 100 yards receiving against Miles and a touchdown. Logan Fay right here with a good run. He kind of disappears in there for a little bit and then squirts out. Just keeps his feet moving. He's a big, strong kid. Michael Don's got him a good pancake right there. He made everybody know it on the sideline. Right here, we actually had confusion on what we were running, but luckily Hudson and Matthew knew what they were doing because nobody else did. Another good pass to Max here. And we get a little bit further, Max probably has a chance to score here. But those were huge for us against Miles because they, every so often, we get stopped on the run and we needed a good break to get out of some of those situations. Hudson went 11 for 11. Good touchdown throw to Matthew. Heck of a catch by Matthew, corner of the end zone. That's something that's been a huge benefit to us, is being able to throw the ball when we need to. It's getting late in the game and it's a 2-score game, and Miles is very good offensively. Rigo's able to strip it right here, and Logan Thompson takes it to the house. That was huge. And that was kind of a backbreaker for Miles right there. I like on the highlights that it labels Hudson as a defensive end. He's never played a lick of defense in his career.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive to go 11 for 11.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great game. That fumble you're talking about, man, that was like a nail in the coffin. You just see all the wind go out of Miles' fans and players, everything.
That was huge.
Yeah, it just kind of took them back and got it. And it was a good game. I noticed we shut them down in the second half on defense also. There were some mistakes in the first half that led to scoring. It wasn't just, things, just little things. But other than that, once we got everything together in the second quarter, and they never scored again.
It was big. We had some mistakes too in that third quarter. We fumbled a couple times and gave them short yardage. Defense stepped up every time, and we ended up giving one towards the end, but we gave them a short field a few times there, and defense stopped them. That was huge.
Yeah, it seemed like everything finally came together, both sides of the ball again. You got 2 wins in a row. We're on bye this week, but next week we go against Sonora.
That's right.
So far, it's been good. I'm ready. I think we had a good game right before district. Everything came together. Dom's doing. I watch him play on defense a lot. I like watching him play because he doesn't care. He'll hit anybody. He'll come from anywhere and hit somebody. There's a couple of times I was watching plays and there's a hole that looks like it kind of opens up. You see the running back coming, and I know where Dom's hits them, and they get maybe a yard.
He does a good job flying downhill, and he's really hard to see if you're an offense trying to block. He's hard to kind of see, and he squirts through there and makes plays.
Yeah.
He's a tough little kid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then, Hudson does a great job at quarterback. hangs in there, make sure he gets a playoff. He's pretty accurate,
He has been. One huge thing for him is being, 6'4", near 6'5", and when everything's coming at him, he can still see over everybody. Because our tallest lineman's about 5'6", maybe. But that's huge because when Dom's is at quarterback, he can't see any of the receivers ever because he's only like 5'2". But that's been big is he's able to sit in the pocket and see everything still. So that's huge for us. And this win, with Miles being undefeated and a lot of hype around him, they're scoring a ton of points. I think it's huge for us just momentum-wise going into Sonora.
Yeah, and it said Miles averaged 55 points per game. And I think we would have held him to even less. Just little mistakes, And I think we would have held him maybe 7-14 and something like that and really put it on him. But, we came away with a big win over an undefeated team. Came in there and took care of business. It was a real exciting back and forth game. We were getting after it.
It was stressful on the sideline.
Yes.
Exciting to watch if you're a fan, I guess, but very stressful on the sideline.
The one thing I know, I've said it all year long, is these kids don't give up. I think y'all finally got that out of a lot of kids. So it seemed like in the years past, we get down by some points and you see the kids hanging their head. And this year, they just keep going. There's been tons of games.
Something that's been better is even just little things. When little things go wrong, overcoming them has been big for us because in the past, those little things go wrong, like against Miles, and we let it just spiral out of control on us. And so we've been able to, pick ourselves back up and keep going and, respond, basically.
And you hear the kids talk in practice to each other, helping them out. It's nobody putting anybody down. It's really a real team effort, and a lot of it. I've seen the difference, and I've heard kids just constantly pick other kids up if they messed up, and it pays off. As you can tell that, they start coming back all the time. If we ever get down, we come up with a big play. And that's one big thing I've noticed about the whole football team this year is that kind of stuff right there. Even the JV kids, you translate down to the JV kids, and they're the same way, they compliment each other and help each other out, and there's not really any negative there.
It's been good. That's something we've been preaching all year is, play for each other, fight for each other.
Yes, sir.
And they're doing a good job of that.
So next week we're open, and then we'll start district the week after against Sonora. But today you brought a good guest today, Coach Taylor.
We've got Chad Myers here, girls basketball coach. Talk about the new gym. Got to get in it the other day and talk about girls basketball. Take it away, Chad.
No,
state championship.
No, we got in the game Tuesday. We got in the gym Tuesday for the first time, and it's been good just to be in the new gyms. I know they're still working on a lot of things and still tweaking a lot of things, but I don't know. It feels good to be in the locker room, be in the gym. It's just feels finally able to be in there. So
yeah, this year we have that tournament. It's going to be awesome.
Yes,
we got two gyms right side by side. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a great year in basketball, and I do like the new gyms. It's kind of they redid the floor in both gyms and stuff like that, and it looks good.
It looks good. They had that black on there first, and I liked it, but then the purple kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. It brightens it up and makes it look a lot better.
I agree with that. I think that looks great.
Yeah.
We were talking about that last week, and I went and seen it. Monday maybe, and I seen the purple. It looks a lot better. It looks cleaner.
Yeah.
I think it's going to look real good, and our girls are going to have a good basketball season this year. I mean, you got a lot coming back, right? You only lost.
We only lost two seniors. We got everybody coming back. So I don't know. It could be a fun year. New district. Start district December the 13th now.
And when's the first game?
We have a game. It's against Coahoma. I got to think off the top of my head. It's on a Saturday after one of the football games. We start after school practice October 19th, and then I know we have a scrimmage on Halloween, and I want to say we have a scrimmage like that Saturday or Friday before that, and then we start like you said that next Saturday after that scrimmage.
5th.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I forgot what game it is, but we went on Saturdays for those first couple of games. So.
And you got some younger kids also, coming up from freshmen. Some of those girls are feisty, those young
Yeah,
guys.
they are. That's something about this group. And he said the same thing about the boys is, they don't give up. And, they had it. They didn't finish where they wanted to last year, and that's still kind of a sour taste in their mouth, which is a great thing for me and for them. Is just, I mean, take every game so you can get back to that point. So it's it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
One thing I noticed is you got plenty of girls to fill in for the two that left that are, because it seems in the JV games we're at those tournaments.
Yes, sir.
And man, should be a really good season.
I
this
hope.
year,
I hope so. I hope everyone can stay healthy.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's the key. We're going to 3 tournaments. We only have 7 non-district games, so that's why I wanted to do 3 tournaments. And it's just it's tough to do that. Especially when you start district so early. So.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And how long does the season usually go? Start district in December, is that what you said?
You start in December. Sometimes you'll start a lot of times after Christmas. Usually, I have heard a few teams. When you have 18 districts, they'll start before Christmas, and then they'll give them like Christmas that break off, and then like when you come back from the holidays, you'll start that next season or the next district. So.
And what teams are in our district? You said we have 8 teams?
We have 8. It's us, Fort Sand, Sonora, Big Lake, Cristoval, El Dorado, Sterling City, and Water Valley.
So we don't have to travel crazy.
We don't have to go that far west this year.
Yeah, so that's great because I'll be filming a
Yeah.
lot of those. So.
Leave at lunch when you play at 6:30. You don't have to do that anymore.
Yes, sir. Yeah, because I remember last year we went to Lubbock. That was a good tournament, and I can't went somewhere else, and the other one was far.
Yeah. Well, Fort Hancock was in our district.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. We don't have to go there anymore.
And
We don't have to go to
baseball,
Wink. No, Wink's a good trip too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Wink is a long trip. Oh, when we came back from that football, with that game, that Wink, man, it seemed like it was forever
Yeah.
on the road up there. But yeah, so it'd be a good year for sports all around this year. Cross country's doing good. Got basketball getting ready to start and all that stuff, and so it's gonna be a good year for everybody all around.
Mention when our tournament is and how many teams we got coming.
Right now, it's December 1st through the 3rd, the first weekend of December, and I'm at 12 boys, 12 girls.
Dang.
Yeah, so I don't know if I want to go more because it's just tough to. I mean, we have the gyms that can do it, but you get into people not getting all their games because I'm trying to get them to where everyone's guaranteed 5 games.
Yeah.
So it's tough to do that, and I mean, if we got to get the 3rd gym going, we can get the 3rd gym. We'll see. I mean, people may start looking for more tournaments again, and I don't know. I just want to keep it even because it makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah.
So that's the key. So.
Yeah, that tournament, man, I've never been to a tournament. Last year was huge, and
Yeah.
this year's gonna be even bigger.
Yeah.
So it was pretty exciting. I've never been to those zone tournament, and I was broadcasting and watching. There's a lot of people there, so now I'm excited because we got the 2 gyms side by side, so they're gonna be going in and out
Yes,
there,
sir.
and that's gonna be exciting having
Yes.
that tournament here. It's gonna be good. Well, I guess that's all we got today for the Lions Den, folks. Stay with us next week. Ruben to come back next week. We got a surprise for y'all, do some different stuff, so please tune in next week.